Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to discuss electrochemical principle of metallurgy. Similar to thermodynamic principles, electrochemical principles also find applications in metallurgical process. The reduction of oxides of active metals such as sodium, potassium by carbon is thermodynamically not feasible. Not feasible means we can't reduce metal oxides of active metals thermodynamically. Such metals, that is, active metals, are extracted from their ores by using electrochemical methods. In this technique, the metal salts are taken in a fused form or in solution form. Fused means molten state, solution means in liquid state. The metal ion present can be reduced by treating it with some suitable reducing agent or by electrolysis. What is the meaning of electrolysis? Lysis means splitting of compound. Electro means with the use of electricity we are going to split the compound as elements. To understand the electrochemical principle, again we need to recall delta G concept. Delta G naught equal to minus N F E naught. Delta G naught equal to minus N F E naught, where N is the number of electrons involved in the reduction process, F is the Faraday, and E naught is the electrode potential of redox electrodes. For highly reactive metals, E naught value is more negative. Delta G value is positive. If E naught value is more negative, that means here already this is a minus N F E naught. This E naught value also negative means minus into minus plus. So delta G naught value becomes positive. Already we learned in thermodynamic process, if delta G naught value is negative, that reaction is spontaneous. That means that reaction occurs. Here for highly reactive metal, always E naught value is more positive. That's why delta G value also becomes positive. Because of delta G value positive, the reaction is non-spontaneous. That means the reaction will not occur. Now, according to less reactive metal, the E naught value is always positive. So, the delta G value is negative. If delta G value is negative, that reaction is spontaneous. That means the reaction occurs. These two concepts you have to be remember. Highly reactive metal means reaction will not occur, that is a non-spontaneous process. Less reactive metal means that is a spontaneous process, that means reaction or reduction will occur. Next you have to know one concept. When we mix these two metals, high reactive metals with less reactive metal, what will happen? This highly reactive metal will replace the less reactive metal. When high reactive metal is added to the solution of less reactive metal, the high reactive metal replaces the less reactive metal and less reactive metal get reduced as metal. This is a concept of electrochemical principle. For example, here we are going to compare copper with silver. Copper is high reactive comparing silver. Copper is high reactive comparing silver. At same way, Eg10 zinc is high reactive comparing copper. For example, now in the solution of silver chloride AgCl2, I am going to add copper. What will happen? Copper is a more reactive metal comparing silver. So this copper will replace the silver out. So which solution we get? CuCl2 plus Ag. This less reactive metal is replaced by copper. This is a concept. So for example, here we are going to take the solution of silver. In the solution we are going to add the copper. In these two metals, who is a high reactive metal? Silver is a high reactive metal. So the silver is replaced by copper. So copper turned as a copper 2 plus and silver reduced as Ag. Next example is we are going to mix the zinc in copper solution. So this copper is less reactive comparing zinc. So zinc replaces copper. So copper is reduced as a Cu and Eg10 changed as Eg10 2 plus. Next we are going to see Hall-Hérold process. With the use of this process, we are going to extract the aluminium from alumina. This also based on electrochemical process. Let's see the electrochemical extraction of aluminium by Hall-Hérold process. In this method, electrolysis is carried out in an iron tank lined with carbon, which acts as cathode. The carbon blocks emerged in the electrolyte act as a anode. The mixture of alumina, cryolite and 10% of calcium chloride is taken as a electrolytes. Here, calcium chloride helps to lower the melting point of the mixture. The fused mixture is maintained at a temperature of above 1270 Kelvin. Let's see the chemical reaction involved in Hall-Hérold process. For Hall-Hérold process, which electrolyte we take, that is alumina. Alumina is Al2O3. First process is while passing the current through the solution, this alumina is going to ionize. Ionize means this alumina is going to split as two ions. The formation of ion is called as ionization. So in this alumina, what are the major ions are present? One is a positive, another one is negative. So when one formula is given, if we are going to separate as a positive part and negative part, first part is a positive, next part is negative. So Al plus O minus, and then this 2 under the Al, this 2 which number is present, that has to be present friend. Here under the O, which number is present? 3. So 2Al plus 3O minus. Next, in front of this plus, who is near under the 3? Which number is under the 3? Under the O, that has to be present up. Then in which is under the Al, that has to be present on O. So 2Al3 plus and 3O2 minus. Once again I will tell how this ionization, how we are going to write this ions of alumina. Alumina formula is Al2O3. First this alumina is going to split as plus and minus. First part of alumina Al is a plus, second part of alumina O is minus. Then under the Al which number is present? 2. That has to become front of the positive part. Then under the O which number is present? That number is come in front of the negative part. So 3O, here 2Al. Next power we have to give. And in the power already plus minus signs are there. How much plus, how much minus we has to mention. That is cross method. In which number we want to put on the Al, that is in crossed way under the O. So 3 plus here O under the Al who is present 2. So that has to be on that O. So 2Al3 plus 3O2 minus. After splitting of ion, what is happen at cathode? What will be happen at anode? We have to know. Before write the equation, we have to know what is the meaning of cathode. Cathode is a which rod? Negative rod. Negative rod means which reaction is going to take place? Reduction will take place. Reduction means gain of electron. Anode means positive rod. Positive rod, oxidation process will take place. Oxidation means loss of electron. So cathode means negative rod. Among this, who is a negative rod means that negative will attract the positive only. In these two ions, which is positive? Al is a positive. So this Al ions are attracted by cathode. 2Al3 plus. Then this reduction process is going on. In the reduction means gain of electron. How much electron this aluminum want to gain? That is 6 electron. How this 6 electron? 2 into 3, 6 gives Al. 2Al. Next at anode. Anode is a which rod? Positive rod. Positive rod means which part of the alumina will attract towards it? Negative part. Negative part who is here? O. So 3O2 minus. In anode which reaction, which process will take place? Oxidation. Oxidation means loss of electron. That means after the equation we have to give electron. So here 6O2 minus, you are going to multiply this 6O2 minus give 3O2 minus plus 12 electron. How 12 electron? Here 6 into 2, 12. 12 electron. This reaction will take place in anode. Next, carbon. In this extraction of aluminum by Hall-Hérold process, we use carbon. This carbon following reactions. First, carbon is react with oxygen, give carbon monoxide plus 2 electron. Second chance for carbon can react with 2 moles of oxygen. It's give carbon dioxide. 2 into 2, 4 electrons. Let's see the overall reaction for Hall-Hérold process. We are going to couple the reaction at cathode and anode to get overall reaction. 2Al3 plus 6 electron gives 2Al. This is a reaction of cathode. 6O2 minus gives 3O2 plus 12 electron. This is a reaction of anode. Now we are going to couple this. To couple, we have to balance that electron, but here 6 electron, here 12 electron. To change this electron as a 12, we are going to multiply the first reaction with the 2. Then aluminum changes 4, 6 electron changes 12, 2 aluminum changes 4. Now electrons are equal in two reaction also, so this and this electron will be cancelled. Remaining we have 4Al3 plus 6O2 minus 3O2 plus 4Al. This O2, this oxygen will remove a CO2. So 3CO2. Now this side, in right hand side we have carbon, but left hand side we doesn't have carbon. That's why to balance this we have to add a carbon. How much carbon is needed? To needed 3 carbon. This is the overall net reaction of Hall-Hérold process.